right, good morning everybody. Happy Friday to you. It's cold outside, not too bad. It's sunny, about 30, 35, and it's going to be even higher today. But I'm heading up to Mountain Air again to give a class. It's number 2 out of the 4-part series. Once we get up there, I'll explain to you what's going on. All right, so we made it up here to Mountain Air. It's pretty cool little town. If you're on Route 60 anywhere in New Mexico, you got to make the stop. So let's go and check it out. Well, we're at class number 2, and so last time we were up here, what we had them do is I came in, I surveyed what they do have, and they do have a 4-color press and with a single station, and they have a bunch of screens, but they don't have any way to expose screens. They don't have any emulsion or any of those steps, not even ink. So I decided that we would do is have them do a 1-color design, draw it on paper, then we're going to transfer their design from paper onto transparency film. So that's what we're doing here on week 2. So these guys are already here. They're transferring their design from the page that we designed last week, and we moved it. Now we're going to make film. I'm going to take the film back to the print shop. I'm going to expose the screens and get them all ready, bring them back up here for the next class so that they can pinhole check, they can tape the sides, and then on the final class, we're going to have them print their own. You guys aren't going to want to miss it.
Like show my mom.
Well, you guys, it was another successful class. I'm going to tell you right now, I met and I'm inspired by these guys, and hopefully it's going to bring out better in me, and that's the whole purpose of art. It's never finished. But we had a great opportunity. You guys, if you have a chance in your local community, help out. Help goes a long way. Hey man, so if you're up here, you're up in Mountain Air, you got to check out this art. It's great. There's a lot of local artists up here. There's probably a lot of local artists in your own backyard. And the only way you're going to find out is you're going to have to go out there and meet them. But like I said, come up to Mountain Air. You will not be disappointed. Shout out to Victory Unlimited. Check them out at a sporting event near you. Right, so here's the 3 designs I got from Mountain Air. What we're going to do is we're going to expose all 3 of these onto their own separate screens. Right now I'm going to set them all up onto the light table. Basically, center them here, tape them down, and then I'll show you the rest. Okay, so basically I have the students' film, you guys' film, put right on here, and I've squared them up here. I'm using a light table to expose my film to the screens. I have the students' designs taped on, and I have them folded over and just burn them really quickly. I'll show you guys how it's done. I center the screen down. It's got the emulsion on it, but then I put a piece of a felt over it, a little piece of wood, and then I weigh down the screen. I set my timer for 4 minutes, and then it's going to be ready to rinse. All right, so we expose it for 4 minutes under the light. The time is up. Right now what we do is we're going to rinse the screen. So we take off all the things we used to weigh it down. And basically we're going to spray this off with a little bit of just regular old water. Now it's time for us to rinse the screens. All right, as you can see, the images have been exposed. It's burned out. Now you can see some imperfections along the edges. Well, that's because it was hand drawn. We'll clean that up with a little bit of tape when we go to print, but it looks pretty good all in all. So that was the 3rd screen. They came out pretty good. You guys, thanks for watching. Good afternoon. Hey, and welcome to Ask a Printer. Hey, we got a good one today. Today's question comes in from Phil McCracken. Phil McCracken, his print shop is called, well, actually, he doesn't even have a print shop. This guy is an athletic director at an all-boys school. And he was wondering, why do screen shops and print shops and embroidery shops, and why do they all charge for digitizing or for screens and setups? And he said, why do they need to charge that extra cost? Mr. McCracken, the deal is this. Those are fixed costs that the printer, the embroiderer have to pay. On a digitizing software, you have to change a design from a vector-based image to a stitch pattern. Those software alone is thousands of dollars. And to learn to use time. Screen printers have to emulsion screens, they have to reclaim screens, they have to clean screens, they have to make film, they have to vectorize and size your images, and then they have to expose the film onto the screen. All of those take time, but it also takes material. So when they charge you for a screen and setup fee, it's to cover the costs of the material, and they don't try to hide it in with the rest of the job. Hey, so Mr. Phil McCracken, for that question, you're going to get one of Go Climb a Rock shirts. This is brought to you by Misfits Off-Road. Mr. McCracken, I suggest you go climb a rock. Hey, you guys remember Anthony? He came in last video or two, and we were doing some shirts for a basketball tournament. Well, I got to talking to him about promoting, since that he can help promote our brand. And so we're having a meeting right now on some of the steps we might take. You guys have any ideas on how to get our brand out there? Leave a comment below. Also, don't forget, you guys, we have a bunch of contests coming up. You want some free stuff, you're not going to want to miss it. Anthony, what's some of your ideas you got?
So we have a lot of inventory here, a ton of shirts, a lot of creative designs this guy made. We just need to liquidate them. So first we're going to get an inventory together of everything we have. Then we're going to get our pictures of it. And
we're going to upload it to our website. It's victorysportsandgraphics.com. But we're going to repopulate it with some Zoo Mexico compendium funny shirts, some Victory Unlimited sports type of shirts, and some new stuff. All kinds of new stuff, because things are starting to pop loose up in here. Am I right?
It's popping loose.
So you guys are going to have to keep an eye out. Facebook, we have, of course, victorysportsandgraphics.com if you want to get any orders made. Then we have Victory Unlimited, which is our sports line. And then, of course, Zoo Mexico Compendium, which doesn't have any boundaries. We have that on the Instagram. We have our TikTok. You guys, yeah, stay connected. You're not going to want to miss this shiznat. Hey, man, that's the end of this show. And we want to thank all of our sponsors. I'm sure you guys have heard of this company, Take a Sip Hydration Systems. They're looking at us at the show, so we might be sponsored by them. But we're going to have some good shirts that we're going to be giving away. We got stickers. We got maybe even some custom cups from Take a Sip Hydration Systems. You can get them at your local retailer.